Welcome to the Relationship Theory, everybody. It's Zay. I wanted to do a special episode. I mean, it's only special because I'm going to be outside instead of inside. But this is going to be episode 23, Happiness, the Construct. So, I wanted to talk about happiness today and what it is. I wanted to break down what happiness was, right? We hear a lot about happiness. It's something that you chase. It's something that people typically pursue. Maybe on social media, maybe on TV, maybe on movies, maybe on shows. They make happiness sound like this magical feeling, this insurmountable, incalculable pressure that just gives you so much joy that you just can't ever contain it, and it just in permanence lasts and just fleshes out through your entire being, which sounds great, right? But as usual, TV gives us this illusion that happiness is something that feels wonderful and it feels great. And although happiness does feel good, happiness is not a feeling. And that's what I wanted to touch on today. Happiness is not a feeling, guys. It's a construct. You want to think about happiness as if it was one of those buildings people build, like they plan it out. They get the architecture right. They figure out the pipelines and the underways and how the windows are going to look like. Where is it going to be facing? What's the entrance like? How do you get into happiness? You want to think of happiness as a building where you're adjusting, looking at it from all angles. What's the best way to start this thing? That's how you want to look at it, right? So I was talking to my brother a few months ago, and he actually taught me something that was pretty much the opposite of happiness. He was telling me about rage, about anger, about a deep longing and despair for something to come to fruition, so that you see it before your eyes, almost like revenge. Like he was basically teaching me about that, right? And what he taught me was to imagine that anything that I did not like, I set into this box inside of me, right? Just in my head when I observe it. There's construction going on outside, so sorry in advance. But he said to just imagine this box, and anything that you don't like, put it in there. Anything that you experience, anything that you see, anything that you feel, anything that you hear, put it in that box. I did that. I didn't last about 6-8 hours doing that, and I was working at the time. And work doesn't exactly help if it's not something that you're doing that brings you joy, happiness, and if it doesn't fulfill you, this is a bad way to go. But this is what I was doing. I was working, and anytime I saw something that I didn't like, I took that and I put it in this box. It was a black box, and the energy was like dark, and it was just whatever I saw, right? Did that for about 6 to 8 hours, and I started to feel like I wanted to faint. That's how heavy it gets when you collect things that you don't like, that you don't need, that you don't want. And you essentially put it inside yourself, because where was that box going other than in my mind, right? So flip that. That taught me a valuable lesson, but flip that. Happiness is that. It's a concept just like vengeance, but you take all the things that you like and you put it into that box. What do you do with that box once you have a bunch of things that you like inside it? What you do is anytime you want to feel good, anytime you want to feel happiness, anytime you want to go home, anytime you want to feel the way that you know that you get to feel, no matter what happens, you go to that box. That's what happiness is. It's a concept. It's a construct. You put things in it. Anybody know that song about these are a few of my favorite things? You must do that for happiness. Don't ever let happiness come to you as if you never really know where it comes from. Don't ever let happiness as a feeling lead you. Don't do that. Take charge of your life. Take charge of the things that you know that you love and want. Observe it when it comes. Observe how it makes you feel. Remember those moments. Don't ever let them go. Just take them. Take them. It's like a fruit in a tree. Take the fruit when you want to eat. Don't let the fruit come from the tree. Don't wait for it to fall down and hit your head. Don't do that. Happiness is a fruit. Reach out and grab it. And if you like the taste, take the seed and plant it in a place where once it grows and it's full and it's rich and ready to produce itself, take that fruit, because it's yours. It's all yours. So that's Happiness, the Construct. This is episode 23. I just wanted to come on and share that with you guys. Be sure to throw that email. Send me an email, therelationshiptheory@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your questions. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear it all. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. You know what to do. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for coming.